The give to the left side. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And, man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top. Stay aggressive, offense.
Now the Gales want to move quickly. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Runs through a tackle. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Just feeds the running back. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gales!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Sam Houston Bearcats offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there.
Ready. Ready, go.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Flood. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Here comes the Gales offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fighting off the defender. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people getting near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Gales. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they've put points on the board.
Man, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the 1st quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty.
Here we go, ready.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Ready, go.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this 1st quarter, it still seems like they're trying.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
All the way back to his 5-yard line. Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey, guys, here on the away team sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Thanks, Holly. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
The run to the left. Got a little grass. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Wood took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, David.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he breaks the plane. Touchdown, Gales.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Flood. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The run inside. It's Moore. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
Hand off from the shotgun. Here's a little room there. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to run for it. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And the Bearcats will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Bearcats have their offense in high gear. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run the option. He'll keep it again on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Bearcats! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ball game.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Gales offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it. Open spaces. Touchdown, Gales. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense breaks into the open. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's got it again. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
To throw, it's Bailey. Fires on the move. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Takes it on the return. Drills him with the stiff arm. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it way down the field.
And this QB and wide receiver, like they are in lockstep. They know exactly where they're going to be. QB really trusting his receiver to make plays. And if I'm him, I'm just going to keep finding him because so far the defense has had zero answer for this 1-2 combination.
Extending the play. Fires downfield. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
That is such a nice example of a quarterback and his tight end being on the same page. A little bit of a scramble drill right there where the quarterback had to get flushed out of the pocket, but his tight end was able to lock up with him and was able to mirror him, find an open area downfield. Quarterback makes a nice throw, you make the nice catch, and just like that, offense in the red zone.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gales. Third touchdown of the game, a third of his season total. He now has 9 on the year.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to...
Snags it, and there's running room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, a big-time pickup on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of that. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
Wide open downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Now the Gales are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gales. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Bailey. Here's the pressure. Complete to the right. The Bearcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on first down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this off.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. There are few things that can impact a game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
And I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the errant pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it off?
Just enough time for one final play of the half. The give on the inside. Got enough for the first. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Just keeps moving. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Gales. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the Washington Huskies. And it's USC looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back now to your game in Huntsville. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the away team sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline.
Turning it on.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. There's some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Now the Gales racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the back. Touchdown, Gales! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A quick pass to the left. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Give to the running back. Picks up the 1st down. Open space at the 25. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Gales. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he'll be brought down. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Gales. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. RPO complete to open the drive. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
But how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
He had all kinds. As soon as he got it, he had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He'll run it again. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Bearcats will punt it away on fourth down. He'll take it on the return. He's got great speed. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll leave it with him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Foster. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Snags it. Into the house. Touchdown, Gales.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. A spectacular one-hand grab. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Unloads quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got...
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Gales offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Release to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Norris. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football. Be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big third down. Finding some room. Makes it past the marker. The 20. Touchdown, Gales. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. Running inside. It's Moore. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Might as well give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gonna run it. It's Moore. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Bailey. He wants a big play here late. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. He's got it. He gets a block. Quick step and go. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the left. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Racing down the left side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun. Wants to pass. Rushes on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Punt is in the air. Now on the return. Still on his feet. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Gales offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with the victory. There he goes. Made a defender miss. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Makes a move. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you.